Hello everybody, this is Linda and
Keekeigh.
Yeah, we are I came over to help her a little bit and we're gonna get some stuff started. So you want to talk about it a little bit?
Oh my goodness, now you're putting me on the spot.
Just
I'm
a little
embarrassed.
bit. Don't be embarrassed.
So we are in Constance Street Community Garden. It's been around for 35 years. It was started underneath New Orleans Parks and Parkways, and fast forward 35 years later, or 30 years later, I became lead gardener. When I took it over, I quickly found out that even though it had been a garden for over 30 years, it was heavily contaminated with lead and heavy metals. And then I started a bioremediation project using beneficial microorganisms and lasagna composting. This is a method that I found out about through natural farming, and thankfully it worked. So the ground is now decontaminated, and my constant struggle and what I'm learning to do is to grow vegetables and properly give my plants the proper nutrients that they need to actually flourish. This is very much hit or miss. I do play Farmville a lot, and it does help me relieve my stress. It's kind of like a form of nature therapy.
Yeah. So anyway guys, we're gonna walk around and we're gonna show you some things that she have going on over here. Alright. Hey guys, we're back. So yeah, we've been working a little bit. Winnie got something cool to drink, and so now you're going to talk about your garden.
Yes, I'm going to talk about my garden.
But first I want you to tell everyone the name of your channel.
The name of my channel is Keekeigh Leigh.
Keekeigh Leigh.
Yay!
She is a Keekeigh Leigh too. She's a cutie. But so tell me about all of this wonderful stuff you got going on. You know I love it.
I know you love it.
Okay.
Right. And I love it too, but it's a lot of work for one person.
Yes, it is.
So earlier I spoke about the whole bioremediation, but what I'm also doing is that when I started my bioremediation, we had to plant in plots simply because the soil was not safe and we wanted to be able to grow. Now that we're moving on to the next phase of this garden, the plots are being transformed into herb and pepper beds, which is totally awesome because these are the two things that I love playing with the most, herbs and peppers. And simply put, they're very easy to care for, they're very low maintenance, and they produce year-round all the way up until the frost kills the plants. And in New Orleans, that means that some years your plants might never even die.
Yay!
So with me, and what I do is that I practice natural farming, natural gardening, and what that means is that my ultimate goal is to heal the world, produce plants, and also make sustainable soil and grow sustainably. And that includes not using chemicals in the gardening process.
Say that, baby.
Not using chemicals.
Yes.
A lot of us are aware that, we are what we eat. And it's very important that we protect the food and make sure the food that we put into our bodies are clean and free of chemicals, because quite frankly, our health is optimum. So you want to make sure that you're eating and consuming clean food, vegetables and herbs, and quite frankly, that's what I'm working on, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So let's look at some of her pepper plants. You want to tell us what this is?
Okay, so this is a long finger chili pepper, if I'm not mistaken. One of my previous gardeners bought this chili into the garden, and then he abandoned it. I don't even think he ever had the opportunity to even taste one of these delicious chili peppers. Now, I'd never seen it before in my entire life, but the reason why I now grow so many of them is because if you're familiar with New Orleans style hot sausage, this pepper tastes like the chili that is used in New Orleans hot sausage.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna need a couple of those.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right? So it it was amazing to me because growing up in New Orleans, you know, we eat hot sausage like I don't know what. It could be breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yes.
We eat it with grits. We eat it on
grits.
French
This is
bread.
my favorite. Always.
You know,
always.
we will have that fried egg with it sometimes. We play like it's boudin instead of boudin. You know, you got that fried egg, and then you got that hot sausage, maybe some grits or some bread. It's going down.
Go on, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So one of the things I like to do is to play around and
it's a chicken. Scared both of us. Well, me.
I like to play around with food, and I like to make sausage and mix meat seasoning. So I wanted to make sure that I had this because one, no one else that I know of is producing this chili. I'm more than sure there are other people in the city growing them because, you know, he bought it from a nursery somewhere. But no one really openly grows this chili. Most people don't even know that it exists.
So what's the name of it?
It's a long finger chili.
Long finger chili. So let's talk about this one over there because that one.
That's actually long finger chili too.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
I think I better go this way.
Yeah, you need to go that way. So these are more long finger chilies, but this plant like grew way more. And if I'm not mistaken, there may be two underneath here long finger chilies. No, it's just one.
Just one?
Yeah, just one.
My goodness,
Now,
look at the peppers on this thing.
Now, after this, and this was something that really took me by surprise because I wasn't aware that chili plants, if you gave them the opportunity, will grow to be little bushes. Like, nobody ever taught me that, and really and truly, I thought that this one would get no bigger than this one, but as it stands right now, it seems like this one is going to grow at least another 2 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a human-sized chili bush, and I'm very excited because these are my favorite chilies.
Great.
Now, this is a new chili that I'm growing this year, and I don't know
Which
exactly.
one is this one?
This one.
Oh
All
my
of these
goodness.
are new. This is
this.
supposed to be a padron, and I don't see the little stick for this one. Maybe it's this one. A little bear pepper, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like a bell pepper.
It looks like a bell pepper. I don't know how big it's supposed to get. Oh, I need to water this plot. I don't know how big it's supposed to get, but I'm waiting for it to start to turn red because at the very least I know that it is definitely ripe.
It's beautiful.
It is. And I need to come and spray again. I actually sprayed yesterday with pesticides.
Okay.
But the bugs are coming. Whenever there's rain, there's always lots of bugs on the way.
Yeah, we know about that one. Okay, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
This is shiso.
Shiso.
It is a Japanese herb, and I didn't know it grew like this. A big part of my gardening experience is just experimenting with different plants and playing around with them. And I had no idea that this, they call it the big cousin of mint. So it tastes almost like mint, but it also tastes like it could have cinnamon or basil in it. They dry it out. Sometimes it's fried in tempura.
Oh my God.
Sometimes it's dried and put with sesame seeds and other herbs to sprinkle over rice. People make pasta sauce with it. So I'm looking forward to playing with it. I brought some home with me the other day. And believe it or not, this plant has regrown in less than 5 days to the size that it was prior to my flipping it back.
So say the name of it again.
Shiso. S-H-I-S-O.
Shiso.
Yes.
Right. I love it. It smells fine.
Right?
Yes. It's a different smell. I never smelled that smell.
And it's not the flavor that you would expect. And people actually wrap things in it and steam it or cook with it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to learning about this more, but I think what would be really, really fun is if you make a kind of like an easy style tamale or a wrap, and then you steam it or deep fry the wrap in that. So kind of like an Asian style meat pie or something like that. But anyways, we'll wait and see. Maybe some ground pork with a long finger chili, and then wrap it into a shiso leaf and then throw it on the grill. Oh, wait, that sounds good.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, what's next?
What's next? Well, over here, there's more herbs. This little plant does not like me, though.
What kind of pepper is this? It's a pepper.
Oh, it's a hot Latin pepper.
Yeah,
and when I bought it, they told me that this was supposed to be a red habanero. And it's not no red habanero. I was all excited though, because they told me, they're like, yeah, you know the red habanero? I was like, yeah, I've been looking for those because, you know, I grew up in New Orleans and all we had were the red habaneros. And now when I go to the store, all I see are these yellow ones. What happened to the red ones?
Yeah,
you know, because I didn't even know the yellow ones existed. Yeah. And they told me that this was it, and it's not.
It's not it.
It's not it.
But anyway, guys, she also have a lot of fruit trees. She have figs, and is that Meyer lemon?
Lime.
Okay.
Banana.
Oh, you see the banana right there.
Then there's pomegranate, apricot, peach, guava, pear, plum, avocado.
Oh my God.
Yes, lots of trees.
It's a beautiful community garden. Wonderful. So let's go and step over there. Let's go see what that's about.
Now this is actually a bed of peppers, chocolate mint, and chives. And to the back there's bell peppers and a huge dill that comes back annually by itself.
Oh, look at his buddies.
Yeah. So there are a lot of milkweed plants that I've planted because we are experiencing a decrease in the amount of butterflies. And so one of the first things I did was make this a monarch sanctuary. And I really love milkweed because it grows by itself. So like, this is one of those plants that if I break off a branch and I throw it on the ground, I'm gonna have a new cluster of milkweed because that branch, even after it dries out some kind of way, it regenerates. And then all of a sudden I have a new milkweed cluster. Cool. Let me go and show you what I'm talking about. Use the mess.
Okay, it's a garden. This happens.
The chicken.
The chicken.
So this is a milkweed. This is a milkweed. This is a milkweed. Now, if you'll notice, let me get a closer spot. No, you can't see it now.
You see those right there?
And I just sprayed.
I want you to know, right there, those are nymphs.
And those are bad, right?
Very bad. Very bad. They will eat your tomatoes, everything. They eat everything. And so they are called nymphs.
I was feeling happy because of the ladybug, but...
Yeah. The nymphs is, yeah.
But the milkweed, what happens is that it spreads by itself.
Right.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's more clusters that you can't see underneath the ground. But on top of it spreading by seed, once this falls, it will create an entire cluster of plants just from a single branch.
Yeah. Let's go by the fence and look at these grapes that I am just in awe about. Because I'm gonna pick some of these grapes, right?
You are picking some of the grapes.
Ah! And that's her mountain of wood chips.
It was bigger. I usually get a donation of wood chips. I know I use at least 3 different tree trimming companies that come in and they donate the wood chips to me. Now, a big part about the wood chips is with my bioremediation, they played a huge factor because of the beneficial microorganisms that are within the mulch itself. It is a cradle of life, and not only that, it produces mushrooms, and the mushrooms actually eat the contaminants in the soil, and it remediates your soil with you doing nothing more than just throwing down mulch. So I love it. Sorry about the spray.
That's okay, you good. I love it.
So I regularly get the wood chips because I'm working on making sure that the ground continues to remain safe, but also because it helps a lot as far as the weeds in the grass.
Yeah.
My nose is leaking.
So let's talk about these grapes. So here's a cluster right there. Boom.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Look right here.
I'm trying to get to it. Oh, wait, no, look at this one.
Ooh.
I thought you saw that one.
Ooh. Look at that, guys. Ooh. Yeah. So let me taste one of those muscadines.
That
These
one's
are
not gonna be as
muscadines?
sweet as the smaller ones, but yes,
Yeah.
those are muscadines.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Isn't that delicious?
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I need to I have something to bring some of these home.
And then that's the apricot tree, and that's a peach. And that mound over there, those are filled peas, which I am going to start taking down because I don't really...
The peas are in there?
No, actually no. This is going to be the second flush. It'll
Okay.
take about another 2 weeks to a month,
Mm-hmm.
during which time it's going to grow even larger.
Oh my God.
And it will produce at least 10 pounds of filled peas. However, as it's only me in the garden, I rarely ever have enough time to properly collect all of my harvest. And I need to keep up with trimming everything.
Yeah.
So, yes. But these are filled peas.
Wow.
Lots and lots of filled peas. And as I mentioned before, I already had my first crop come off them about a month ago.
So do you allow people, if they want some, they can come in and harvest what they want?
Yes, they can. I always want people to come in and harvest what they want, and I even donate eggs for my hens to people. So I believe that food is one of those essential things that we need in life, and it's not for me to be greedy or hog it, but just don't abuse it.
Yeah. So what is this plant right here, baby?
That is an amaranth,
Mhm.
yes. And I purchased that to feed to the hens, believe it or not. And they had the first taste of it 2 days ago, and they ate the entire stalk that I gave them. So they do love it.
Great, great, great. All right, so we're gonna go and pull some more weeds?
Yeah, we're gonna pull some more weeds off the fence. There are more than enough.
All right, wait. I want to thank you all so much for joining us. Yeah, I'm working hard, y'all. She's working me. But I'm loving it. We're gardeners, right? We're sisters helping each other, and that's what it's all about. Help each other, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, so you wanted to say something before we leave?
Well, thank you for visiting Constance Street Garden. I'm here every day. If you would like to visit, let me know. Drop me a line. My channel is Keekeigh Leigh, and I would be more than happy to meet you here, introduce you to the things that I'm doing, and then also spend some relaxation time in garden therapy with you.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave a link to her channel in the description box. Okay, guys? All right. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Later, y'all.
Thanks for visiting.